this overboard now. I want you to.
Keilani 24K, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be my labor and delivery story. So I kind of figured there's no reason why I should give you guys how I got pregnant and my pregnancy story and not tell you guys my labor and delivery story. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I'm about to tell you guys the steps that led up to me going into labor, my whole delivery process, and yada yada yada, all that good business. So let's get right into the video. This was back in 2014. It was around January, and it was my child's father's birthday, and I really wanted to have her on his birthday. I was like, oh my god, let me have her on his birthday, because he was supposed to go out or something. I didn't want him to go out, so I was like, I need to have this baby. So I was like trying to do squats and stuff, y'all. That didn't work. That's besides the point. So let's get into like the real labor and delivery story. That was January 31st. Are there 31 days in January? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's 31 days or 30 days, but I think it's 31. So it was January 31st, and I had went to the doctor that day. So I went to see a man doctor, like the second doctor or whatever. And he was like, yeah, your doctor didn't have it in here for you to be scheduled to have, for you to be induced. And so I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm supposed to have my baby on my mom's birthday. Like, I really wanted to have my daughter on my mom's birthday. My due date was my mom's birthday, and she, like, usually people have their babies like months or a month before. So I like was like, oh my god, like I finally made it this far, and you need to tell me that I'm gonna go longer than her birthday, because I had not dilated any. Like, I was still like 1 centimeter dilated. So I left the hospital so sad. I started crying. I was like, oh my god, like I really wanted to have my baby on my mom's birthday. So back to what I was saying. So later on from my doctor's appointment, I went home and I was Googling ways on how to induce my labor naturally. So one way on there was to eat a mango, and the other way was to have sex. And of course walking and, you know, squatting and doing all that normal stuff. So I ate a mango. For some reason throughout my pregnancy I loved the mangoes, so I had mangoes, so I had been eating them. So I ate the mango. I waited on my child's father to come over. We went walking. So we went walking like all day. We walked far too, y'all. Like, it was like we walked. When we came to my house, I wanted to induce the labor. Like, I really wanted to have my baby that day. So we ended up, we watched a movie, and then he ended up leaving, and then I went in the room and I went and took a shower, of course, and then I went in the room and I laid down and I went to sleep. And later on that night, around 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I was hurting so bad. And I wrote him, and I was like, you know, I'm in so much pain. I went in my grandma's room. I went and got in her bed. Yeah, I was like the biggest baby ever. I went and got in my granny's bed, because anytime something was wrong with me, I went to my granny. Anything was wrong, I went to my granny. I went in her bed. I was like, I just hurt so bad. Oh my god, like I wasn't crying, but I was whining. Like, it was hurting. I didn't know why my stomach was hurting. And so she got up with me. My grandma ended up making me, she made me something. I'm not sure what it was. She made me soup or cereal or something. She made me something to eat. And we laid in our bed until about 6 or 7 o'clock. So about 7 o'clock, my auntie lived here with us too. So about 7 o'clock, we all got ready to go to the hospital. And I remember walking out the door, y'all, I had to pee. And my auntie was like, no, you can't pee. You have to wait until you get to the hospital. I'm like, why? And she was like, you don't want to have a baby in the toilet, dude. I'm like, oh, my Lord. So we went to the hospital. We drove to the hospital. And they have, when you have a baby, they have a, like, triage room before you go to the real labor and delivery room. So, like, a pre-emergency room for, like, pregnant people. So I went there and I sat there for like an hour. So it's about 7 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock, I was just sitting there and they had the little thing on my belly. And y'all, it was hurting so bad. Like at this point, now I'm like, oh, like I'm hurting. And they checked me when I first got there and I was still like 1.5 centimeters dilated. So I was mad. I was really mad. I'm hella mad. Like now I'm like, why the fuck am I in all this pain and I'm not dilating? Like I was so pissed off. I was like, I thought I was gonna be one of those girls who had like those like 48-hour labor, but around 8 o'clock, they checked me again. They came in, they checked me again, and they were like, "You're ready." And I'm like, "What do you mean I'm ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Mind you, I had been wanting this, wanting to have her, and like it just all happened so fast. So like they had to hurry up, get me in the room. I had to tell my child's father, I'm like, you know, they're getting ready to do it. My grandma called my stepmom and my dad, and my stepmom rushed down here to get here. And so I got in the labor and delivery room, and they got me situated. So my grandma was in the room, the dad was in the room, my auntie was in the room, and when my stepmom got there, she was in the room. So they were getting ready to do my epidural, and only one person could be in the room. So everyone else left out. My stepmom stayed in the room with me, and she held my hand, and they have you like hunched over on like a pillow, so like they can like do it in your back. And so she held my hand. I was so scared. Because mind you, previous to me going into labor, I had been reading up on everything, Googling stuff, and people scared me like how you can get like paralyzed from an epidural. But I knew I was gonna get one. I had already had it planned that I was gonna get one because I just knew that shit was gonna hurt. So my stepmom held my hand, they gave me the epidural, and then I'm thinking like, y'all, I'm not thinking that I'm finna have like a quick labor. So by this time, it's like 10 o'clock. So maybe like 10:30, it's around that time. And my, you know, my family's all in there, and everyone's in there, and I'm thinking I'm finna lay down. No. I didn't get to lay down, get no rest. I didn't get to eat no ice. I didn't get to eat no food. I didn't get to do nothing because by that time, it was time to push. So it was like maybe like 30 minutes after I got the epidural. They were like, no, not even 30. Yeah, maybe 30, I'm not sure. It was like 30 minutes after I got the epidural. They were like, you're ready to push. And I'm like, wow, girl, I wanted you to come, but not this fast, like dang. So they get everything ready, y'all, and the whole time I'm going through this labor and delivery process, my blood pressure is up. My blood pressure is so high, y'all. They could not get it down for nothing in the world. So they got the little leg prop things up, you know, like, you know that position or whatever. So they got the little things up, and they were asking me, did you wanna? No. They were coaching me on pushing. So it was time to push. So they were like, 1, 2, 3, you know, push, you know, and then hold it and then let go. But they was doing it too slow. So I was like, can I keep pushing? And she was like, yeah, if you want to keep pushing, then keep pushing. Feel the urge to push. Y'all, I had to get that baby up out of me. I was pushing for their life, okay? I was like, oh my God, I gotta get this baby up out of me. If you've ever been like constipated and like the poop turd won't come out, that's what it felt like, bro. It felt like a piece of shit that would not come out. All I felt was pressure, I guess because of my epidural. And then when her head popped out, some stuff splashed up on my face, and it got on my baby daddy too. Mind you guys, he's right there holding my hand, and then when her head popped out, y'all, he backed into the corner. He backed into the corner, y'all. But her head popped out, and it just felt like a huge relief. Everything else from there was a piece of cake for me. A lot of people said that the placenta felt like another baby coming out, but it didn't feel like that for me. It was actually just, you know, I didn't feel anything. So they had to go ahead and cut her umbilical cord because something was wrong. I think it was maybe wrapped around her neck or something. Something was wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I zoned out during this time or anything, but I don't really remember. I just remember having to push again. That's it. But I don't remember it hurting or anything. And then I remember them coming and setting her in my arms, and I cried, y'all. I cried, like, I was like happy tears, like this was my baby, like this beautiful thing that I've carried for these 9 months, that I've gotten to grow with and talk to and love on. Like, she's here, and it just brought tears to my eyes. She was here. A lot of people came to see me. Well, not a lot of people. Certain people came to see me. Certain friends that I wanted to come see me came to see me. A lot of people wrote me and asked me could they come see me because it was a Saturday and people be at the mall on Saturdays, and I did not let a lot of people come see me and my baby. I was not with that. So she actually had jaundice, you guys, when she was born. Jaundice is like a yellowish coloring of the skin, so she had to sit under like a baby hair or something. And I named her, and my baby got some shots, and I stayed up all night in the hospital. My auntie stayed with me, and my child's father stayed with me, and I stayed up all night just taking care of my little baby, y'all. My labor and delivery story was not very long because I had an easy piece of cake delivery. Not saying that everyone has those deliveries. I was just a very blessed girl to have an easy delivery and a very good one. If I could go back today and do it again, I really would. It was a beautiful experience, and I think maybe my next go around, when I think about having another baby, I want to do a water birth, and go natural. But it was a very beautiful experience, you guys. And I'm about to go eat because I'm really, really hungry and I have to work in the morning. So I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. And yeah, comment what kind of videos you guys want to see. I know you guys want to see me do a video with Tiana, and we're going to make that video happen for you guys. So I hope you guys love my channel and stay tuned watching. Thank you for watching, Lonnie Gang. Peace out.